So the return on investment, or what is the return on empathy? So maybe can you relate a bit more on that? How do you measure it? How do you see its impact on the bottom line and productivity?
Certainly. So actually the working title of the book for a long time was The ROI of Empathy, because that was Tina and I are empathetic people, but we're also business leaders and we're also trying to make a profit for our stakeholders. So how do you draw a direct correlation? And I think the way that you can measure empathy in an organization is very similar to how you measure productivity, right? You look at how your team is performing in the same way that you look at how morale within an organization is evolving, and your culture. With customers, right, it's about a direct correlation, if you're in a sales role, between your sales numbers and how much you understand your customers. There's a chapter in the book that talks about sales and marketing, and you, with the right understanding of what your customer needs and not what your product does, but what your customer is looking for, you can start to craft marketing campaigns, sales campaigns that increase your direct numbers. And it's empathy in and of itself is immeasurable, right? It's not something that can be quantified, but the results when you are shifting from a more authoritarian or a more customer first model to a more people first model, it's all in those relationships that you're building that you can then start to see an increase in sales numbers or sweat equity from your employees. It becomes apparent as you start to look at the results of the changes that you're making.